So we made it back, everybody. It's a bit sort of on the fence about whether it was a good idea to come out today. One, because the weather isn't great, and two, because if I get seen at Horse Guards much more this weekend, I'm probably going to be arrested and questioned. Yes, day 3 in a row. It's been a while since I did 3 days in a row, but yeah, this is day 3. It's Sunday, you all know which day it is, and I decided to join this queue, guys, but only for 2 seconds. 1, 2, that's it, it's done. Remarkably, considering that it isn't sunny today, it's not hot, etc., it's not a particularly nice day, all of these people are still enthusiastic and optimistic and happy about getting a picture with their favourite phone box. If you didn't see it, you wouldn't believe it, would you? I personally wouldn't believe it, honestly. Look. It's extraordinary, look. I have no idea who's calling. Actually, no one's calling. That's probably why he's not picking up the phone. I was slightly concerned that the box was going to fall over. If you pushed it much harder, it's going to fall against the wall. Got the famous, or as some would describe it, infamous bagpiper over on the corner, Palace of Westminster. Glorious Big Ben. I mean, it does look glorious even without the sunshine, but it makes a big difference, that sun on the clock face. Yeah. So this is what we're going to have to deal with today, guys. Slightly muted weather. However, I'm still not 100% sure whether winter order is on the cards. I've heard conflicting information. Some people said to me, hey, winter order from Easter Sunday. Other people have said to me, winter order from the 1st of April. So I actually have no idea. Oh, I thought Bro was a security guard working in the government department telling her to move her luggage. Whitehall, beautifully, gloriously, tremendously deserted. I mean, this part of it anyway. Which, to be quite honest, is what one would hope for on a day like today. People with their families, etc., as I will be later on. But I don't think, sadly, this is going to continue. And the reason I don't think it's going to continue is that there are too many Instagram-hungry folks wanting to get pictures. Look, see? Photographer setting up a lovely picture outside the box. All smiles. How lovely. As we continue. Cenotaph, not ringed by officers today, which is good. Why? Because it means that they're not expecting any kind of protest or other nonsense. Yesterday there apparently was a bit of a protest that went from Russell Square and finished at Trafalgar Square. I remember saying yes, I didn't think there were any protests, but there was a protest. Luckily, I had already finished and made myself scarce. I was not in the area. I was already sitting at home playing with yesterday's video by the time that protest hit Trafalgar Square, just as well, in fact. Otherwise, I might well have gotten stuck here. They tend to close the immediate area. I did wonder why there were so many police up at Trafalgar Square when I left Horse Guards yesterday. Now we know. It is unfortunately grey, but you know what? If it means it's going to be a little bit more... Actually, civilised is a good word to use. Yesterday was quite uncivilised just because of the sheer numbers. If today's going to be a bit more civilised in terms of the numbers and the way that the horses are prodded and so on, then I say that's good. I can understand why there were so many people like yesterday. It really was a spectacularly beautiful day. And those have been few and far between. We've had maybe half a dozen this year that were like yesterday. With me keeping my eye on the weather forecast for Paris almost daily. Downing Street, guys. Different police, as you can see. They're not about to come and arrest me. All they're going to do potentially is think, who the hell is that guy and why is he filming me? Why? Public highway. Lucky for me. It's the first time I remember walking past Downing Street in a long time, not seeing it absolutely chocker with people. Now maybe, just maybe, the same will be true of Horse Guards. I would love a relatively normal day where I could just walk around, choose a spot, and then move when I feel like it. much as we complain when it's not super busy, it is actually a lot more pleasurable to film. Oh, the tour groups are out. Okay, I guess that's good and bad sign. There was a point I wanted to raise actually about something I read in the news, but it's completely slipped my mind. There was another very, very apt story yesterday vis-a-vis something here. I don't remember. Anyway, clocks changed, everybody. The clocks went forward 1 hour at, I believe, 1 a.m? I seem to remember, yeah, I think it was 1 a.m, so 1 a.m. quickly became 2 a.m. Which is good. Why? Well, it means that it's going to be light at a more suitable time. More importantly, it means that, everybody, second, fire engine. It means that we will return to a later closure here at Horseguards. Okay. A lot of you will not know about this because you might have only started watching the channel in the last few months. Indeed, this year you wouldn't even know about it. The end of day inspection is at 4 o'clock during winter hours. Okay. When those winter hours are finished and we head into summer hours, your uniform, etc., we have the same inspection at 4 o'clock, but it's no longer the end of day inspection at 4. It then becomes the 4 o'clock inspection. What do I mean by that? Well, after the inspection is finished at 4 o'clock, the gatesman and the chitsman are still on duty here at Horseguards in the yard. Horses like, yes, in the yard until 6 o'clock. Which, I mean, I'm happy about and not happy about, to be honest. Now, one thing we can see straight away is that we don't have summer order. So, 1st of April, it's going to be tomorrow. I think the confusion came because of the movement of the clocks overnight. Yeah, because a few of you had written in the comments very specifically that summer order will be from the 31st of April. Interestingly, the morning inspection is ongoing. I'm actually genuinely surprised, in fact, because I got here a bit earlier than I was anticipating to get here. Let's have a look, 1 second. Yeah, so Sunday the 31st of March, the last day of the month. And luckily, if we look at what we had yesterday compared to today, look at this. This is so much more manageable. You know, a decent crowd, but with space for people to move around, etc. Which, to my mind, is the ideal. Okay, I'm not sure if we've got Shackleton, whether he's returned yet again, but hey, let's find out. Let's have a quick look at the number. Notice he seems super happy, as indeed these other horses this morning, because we haven't got this issue with a zillion people. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is not Shackleton. Let's have a look. Go back to my little post. 1 moment, folks. Okay, I like being slightly off centre. So let's have a look and see who we've got. Right to the bottom of the list. Wait, hold on a second. This horse isn't even on the list. I must be missing something. 1 second.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, it's okay. Ignore me. Ignore. Sorry guys, I'm still looking at this number. I'm very confused now. I updated the list last week, so the fact they brought over another one that... Very hard to see that number actually. I need to be right front on to get it. Let me get another picture in a second. There's always a problem when the numbers are a 6, an 8 or a 9. Because often a whole bunch of muck or little bits and pieces kind of get in the number, and then there's no way of knowing which of the 3 numbers it is. Yeah, very problematic. Perfect.
Bye.
It's a session of happy people. Oh. Italians, I think. Honestly, it's the world's. I've said this before, guys. Italian is such a beautiful spoken language. It is glorious. Bella. And to be honest, that's one group we don't have a lot of here, unfortunately. I don't know why we don't. We're good. What happened?
Okay,
Is it bad?
so basically, you know already this one?
This? Yeah, I know who this clown is. Yeah. Yeah. It's the new one. Yeah, blonde.
He's a kitten.
He what's again?
He is a kitten.
He's a what?
He's a kitten.
What? You mean he's taking your stuff?
No. What I'm saying is,
This probably because it would have been a bought account. Somebody would have been using this before. They deleted all the old videos when they put these videos up. Yeah.
just so nobody can see.
It's an old bought account. Don't worry about it. It will not last. Trust me. If I see any of our stuff appearing on this channel, he's done. Yeah. Don't worry about him. It's funny. I was already talking to Nick and Buster about that. So everyone's kind of keeping an eye in case he starts stealing stuff. If he does, we'll just shut him down. Problem solved.
Just load this guy.
Yeah, agreed. It's annoying when people decide that, hey, we will come here and steal what everybody else is doing. It's just wrong, isn't it? Morally and in other ways. Almost better when people just march in front of the camera as though there's no camera. Oh, goodness me.
I was going to say, why did you say they keep the horses?
Yeah. I didn't realise I was filming. Right, I'm going to go to the other end. See you later. Okay, had some US tourists who just came and plonked themselves right in the camera. So I decided to move. And you know why? Well, two reasons actually, folks. I thought if I run down the street really fast and go to the fence, then I can see something that all the tourists are going to miss. Look, this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lieutenant, guys, is the officer today. It's a different officer to yesterday. That said, yesterday's officer.
Oh, different. Every day is different.
Some days you have the same, but today they have a different officer doing the inspection.
Oh, okay.
Maybe in a second he will come out the front and inspect the horses. Maybe. Yesterday they didn't, but today they might. So fingers crossed. Okay, happy to be a tourist information centre here. Tourists are as fascinated as me. Let's zoom back out again. Yes, definitely 100% a different officer to yesterday. Yesterday, although he didn't come out, I could clearly see it was a captain. Today, lieutenant. I don't even recognise the officer today. Will he come out? No idea. Whilst we're here with Horsey looking directly at the camera in a super chilled mode, and I've got a lot of space, let me find out who we've got here. This one I'm sure was not on yesterday. But don't worry guys, I didn't forget about the other horses on the other end. We will return. Okay, this number is very clear. So let's look at the list. This is Wombat, folks. We have seen this beauty before, more than once. Yep, don't worry about the camera trap. Wombat. Oh, Wombat plus Happy Tourist. In fact, thinking back to when we last saw Wombat, I do know this horse. We've heard of him before, but it's been a long time since he was here. I don't remember his temperament. Yeah, let me add him to the list, in fact, because I don't think Wombat's been on the horse diary this year. So we've got question mark plus wombat. I will keep an eye on the officer if he comes into the yard, because it'll be much easier to guess which end he's going to come out of first. But instinctively, because there was no front inspection yesterday of the boxman, I think the same will be true today. I don't think we're going to see the officer come to the front. I thought yesterday it was because there were too many people, and there were a lot of people. However, oh guys, the box is arriving. The horse box has just pulled up at the back. I wonder if it means they're bringing some horses over or taking some home. Imagine they've just decided to do a parachute Ormond into service. Once they reopen and we're allowed, I'm going to zoom through and have a look at what's going on with the horse box. Hoping this is not going to be a delayed morning inspection because of that box. That would be super annoying. Let's pray it's not, everybody. Okay, let me see if I can get this other name very cleanly and clearly before we move on. They're backing into the tunnel now, the box. Yeah, they're going to unload the horses now. They're going to let them through. While it's closed, we're going to miss it. That is a shame, isn't it? That is a real shame. But it is what it is. Never mind. Okay, let's see if we can get this number.
Let's go see the next one.
Okay, now I've got it cleanly and clearly. Let me have a look at the list again. Okay, the number's not what I thought it was. Right, here come the new boxmen. You can see the Oakley luxury trailer at the back is being opened up. Let's hope when they change over quickly the boxmen in a minute, we can then zoom through and see what's going on. But I do actually instinctively think they're going to unload that horse now. Right, let's grab that name for you all. 1 second. Lincoln, guys, it's Lincoln on the left that we saw yesterday. Just wanted to be sure before announcing it. Right, let's zoom in and see what's going on with the trailer through the tunnel. We'll go to zoom 3 for the moment, that will do it. If I zoom in too much in 4K, it ends up being fuzzy, even though the camera's pretty crisp. Okay, are they bringing some beauties in or taking them out? It's very rare that we have this trailer from Hyde Park. The Oakley Express, as I've termed it before. Okay, here come the new replacement horses, meanwhile. Quite interesting filming it at 3 zoom. Although if I keep at this magnification when the Lance Corporal of Horse comes to the camera, we're going to be counting his nose hairs. It's probably not ideal. So let me go behind the bollard, make sure I'm way back and zoom back out again. There we are. Got a nice central spot to film it from. Brilliant. Oh.
Absolutely.
Alright, got a loop, everyone. Officer had to physically grab him and shove him behind the bollards. There's always one. Here we go. That's unusual. And annoyingly, we missed the horse being brought off. Anyway, I mean, we've got to go into the stable. Yeah, little Fruit Loop. First time that I remember this year, the police physically making contact with somebody, either to restrain them or to push them behind the barrier. I'm glad he didn't resist. Now, there's no way of knowing which horse was unloaded, obviously. However, we all have our little hopes, don't we? Yeah, the guy's completely off his head down here. Look. That normally happens on Mondays. It just doesn't paint a good picture of London, you know, especially for tourists with families. It really doesn't. But there we are, you know, it is what it is. The lady's smiling at me as I'm saying this. It's like, you know what, you're right. Okay, let's watch them change over the foot troopers, gatesmen, shitsmen, and then we'll focus on what's going on here. Let me just pop Glorious Lincoln onto the list. So, Lincoln and Wombat were today's first pair. Lincoln Wombat. Before it gets busy again, let's zoom along and see if we can grab. Yeah, they're not going to open the gates again. I think until obviously the changeover is done, and probably they finish with a trailer and it's left. Now, interestingly, what I have noticed is that there is no one, not a single person, on horseguardsparade or in the tunnel. Like, where is everyone? I'm guessing the parade ground's probably closed. There must be a special Easter service of sorts. Just wondering actually what looks different. That's what looks different. We can see all the way through to the Guards Memorial beyond the trailer without a zillion tourists in the tunnel. So we're not going to get the post-palace flood, thankfully. And curiously, the clock, everybody, you wouldn't believe it, but the clock above Horse Guards decided that it wanted to stop working when it hit 2 a.m. Look at this, look. Let's zoom us right in so you can read the time on the clock, which is obviously completely wrong. Look. It stopped, I'm guessing because it needs to be wound manually when we have a change of season. Okay, there's a new gatesman. That's super curious actually that the clock stopped dead on. There are some people at the back. They're just being held way back by the officers because of the trailer, I guess. Yeah, I'm seeing a few people sort of peeking around the tunnel. But let's hope they don't delay opening the gates too much longer. Okay, let's use the time wisely, guys, to try and get the horse's hoof number. Let's have a quick look while we're here. 1 second. A while until they reopen it. So Lincoln and Wombat, and who have we got at this end? Infinity, folks. Yeah, 100% it's Infinity. Lots of clippy-cloppy noises. Right, let's pop that on the list. That's going to be the ones they're taking out to load either a horse or several horses. They're definitely loading up some. Okay, so Infinity. Plus, let's see who the fourth is. That way, today we've got all 4 names, and I don't need to worry about taking pictures one-handed, zooming in and out, etc, etc. So I think that's going to be the best thing to do. We've just loaded another horse. 1 moment. So I've been able to zip through the tourists. I'm loving this lady in red. She's been here since I got here. Had so many pictures. Look. Okay, who have we got at this end? Pretty sure it's the same horse as yesterday. Just double check. The number. Oh, it's not. It's another new one. Wait, let me just double check this. Hold on. No, it's Neptune. It is Neptune. He's one digit away from a new one. Okay, so our awesome foursome today, horsewise, just finished. Lincoln and Wombat. They'll be back in 40 minutes, 3/4 of an hour, give or take. And now we were looking at Neptune, and the other one is Infinity. If I compare that to yesterday's list, Shackleton is the missing horse. So very close to yesterday. I wonder if they replaced Shackleton. That might well have been Shackleton being led out onto the horse trailer. Okay, folks. They are heaving it open. Morning. All good?
How are you? You
Yeah,
alright?
you good? They're taking their time this morning, though. And just the clock stopped.
Still up.
Yeah, stuck at 2 o'clock. Oops. Right, folks. Yeah, movement is permitted. I did wonder if I was going to get shouted at, but no. Back to bi-directional movement. I think. Yeah, they've closed up the trailer. I think they're just taking a single horse. Good to be through the gates nice and early this morning. Very good. Okay. Try not to get in trouble.
No, some silly Chinese bloke
Yeah.
run me over
Oh, did it?
on the push bike.
Oops.
I was in the road.
That's the amount of bad luck that you have, I swear.
My camera went wallet on the floor.
Did it break?
No,
Or not?
luckily everything was on the
Just as well, eh?
wallet on the floor. And I was on the floor. I was more worried about the camera than me.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
Always that.
Hey, be safe today, yeah? Official photographer got knocked on the floor, as he said. Right, folks, I'm going to zoom us forward a teeny bit because here's the officer this morning. Heading off. It is a lieutenant. Oh, yeah, I've seen him before. I recognise him actually. I've seen him at Hyde Park a number of times. I'm not going to follow the officer because that's not what I'm here for. But have a quick look at that horse box. So yeah, lieutenant. I still sometimes mispronounce it, folks. But obviously I'm trying not to. He's off. Wait, he's not going to get in the horse box, surely. Nope. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. He's actually getting the horse box. No way. Okay, I was not expecting that. That said, everybody, it is an Oakley Supreme. So I'm guessing they've probably got an Xbox, maybe even a PS5, maybe both. Sky TV, probably Netflix. The officer just got on. Brilliant. Okay, I was not expecting that. I was actually joking about it because it was the least plausible thing that could happen next, yet it happened next. Most bizarre, actually. So that is the Oakley Express for the lieutenant, taking him back to Hyde Park Barracks. Meanwhile, we go back to the front. How curious was that? Okay, at least everything's reopened again. I don't know what we can really expect this morning. If it was super bright and sunny and warm, it will be rammed. So I think we're going to probably end up with roughly about 2/3 of what we had yesterday. Some hardy people with short sleeves. It's not short sleeves weather, I tell you that. It really isn't short sleeves weather at all. Some family members going into the stable area. And we're going back to the front to focus on those magnificent equine species. Let's hope today that that most people are sort of normal and respectful. If I can even get in close, that is. Easier said than done, guys, on a day like today, I tell you. Right, here we are. We're in at one zoom. I'll try it. I know I keep saying this. I'll try my best to focus at the front today. However, I will keep an eye out in terms of activity in the yard. If I see something looks off, interesting, whatever, I'll dash through. But yeah, I will try my hardest to focus out here. One of you mentioned yesterday that Infinity did not match with the list or the image that you saved for Infinity. It's funny, guys, because I don't announce the names now. You see how cautious I am, unless I take the time to compare them to the list. So anything we might have seen in the past, forget about it. Everything that I announce now is 100% accurate, otherwise I just don't bother announcing it. In other words, the list that I've got in my pocket is up to date within a week. Okay, it's that up to date.
There you go.
Oh, they're sort of competing for the attention of the horse. Does he like me more or does he like her more? It's like, I can't choose, don't make me decide. I've always had a problem with being decisive. Oh, Oxford University, wow. This, folks, is ideally how we like it, a steady stream of respectful and happy people. That horse is talking. He's like, what is in that bag? I can smell it.
Comida.
Good fun, isn't it? You all right?
You'll definitely be in the video chat. Sorry if you're going to this one. Probably 10 to 15 minutes, but it doesn't matter because there are people at the other end as well. There are always people here filming for YouTube.
Really?
Always, yeah, always.
What's the reason?
What's the reason that this material is very, very popular? Troopers' families, a lot of whom live very, very far away, get to see them on duty, etc. So it's kind of
So it's just
multifaceted.
like a channel.
Yeah, it's a very popular YouTube channel. Yeah, one of the most popular in London. So apologies if you're in it. I mean, I'm happy to move the camera away if you want to go to the horse. You sure? I know some people are sensitive about their kids being on YouTube, and I am as well. So you sure?
It's not like you're nameless, is it? It's fine.
Okay, fair point. No, but you understand why I had to ask. You know, out of respect.
That is good of you to do.
We don't book and follow on Facebook at all, so
Yeah, but not
I know what you're saying, yeah.
Well done for giving the name away. I just think the surname and the full address.
Where have you come down from?
North Lincolnshire.
Ah, Lincolnshire. Okay. Well, just for the Easter weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seen this before? Been to London, seen this before?
Yes.
Yeah. It is amazing. I mean, I'm English. How many British people don't even know that there are horses here?
Right.
I've spoken to some people inside in the yard, taking pictures of the guards, and then they're gonna say, "I'm gonna leave now." So what about the horse at the front? What do you mean? What horse is at the front? I mean, how can you not know? I forgive the tourists, but you know, English people are like, what? Very strange. You chose a good day though. Yesterday here, it was absolutely rammed.
Yeah.
You couldn't move. Horrible. Up there. Probably a bit secure for the, I think there's a service at the Abbey, isn't there, for the King later on? I think there is at some point today, yeah.
No, we were just on down by the bridge and Westminster Bridge.
Yeah.
It's nice, but massive.
Yeah, always. A lot of pickpockets on the bridge as well, working, yeah, hugely.
Yeah, that's why I was like, keep going.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there was loads of looks everywhere.
We went down to Trafalgar Square as well, where the old the rally was.
What, yesterday or this morning?
Yesterday.
The protest rally. Yeah. Actually, you got. It was unlucky because it actually finished at Trafalgar Square yesterday, didn't it? The protest.
Yes.
Normally it starts there. So.
It was a bit busy.
It was a bit rammed.
Looking forward to the peace and quiet of North Lincolnshire after this. A couple of days in, you're like, I never want to go back.
Oh no, I love London.
You're only going one other side. Or both sides.
No, go on then, we'll both.
The once ladies out there.
I'll show you the channel because you guys are going to be on it. We'll take a picture of it. That way you'll know when today's video will be up. Just remember that. It's this one
London City Walk.
on YouTube. Yeah, so you'll be on there later as your family souvenir trip to horseguards.
We'll just stop it at that. 36 minutes.
Okay, here they are, guys. Lovely family from North Lincolnshire.
A bit closer, Chloe. Oi, horse.
So the horse behaves.
Over here. Thank you very much. Right, we're done. Thank you. You go through.
Lovely.
Thank you.
No, my pleasure. Have a good day, yeah?
You too.
Nice to meet you. Oh, hold on a second, you just slap. What did that girl do? Just gave the horse a massive slap. Some people almost try to rub the coat off the horse's neck. That was a bit aggressive, no? Okay, I'm seeing our first bruiser gatesman, everybody. Let me zoom forward. Let's see what happens with him. Let's have a look. Here he comes. Oh, luckily everybody moved, including the bikes. Get myself out of the way. Uh-oh. Oops. I thought that was going to be you in your pushchair. Yeah. Yikes. He's going to come back, be careful.
Oh God, he is.
Yikes, yeah. Lady there with the kids, not sure what to do with a pushchair. She decided just to leave it instead. Look, there's a bike at the gate, two pushchairs. Where is the trooper supposed to go? Yikes. It suddenly got really busy, guys. This is why it was... Sorry, I was talking to my phone, sorry. People think I'm talking to them. Oops. Yeah, it suddenly got really, really busy. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Almost in a couple of minutes I was talking to the family from Lincolnshire. So this is why I'm glad I got the horse names early. Had a wander, and now we can sort of settle into the space we can find here. Need to be careful because I don't want to look into other people's pictures. Let's plunk myself against the bollard and hope that I'm not going to get in anyone else's videos or pictures. It's not really fair. Oh, Aussie's here, everyone. I can hear from the chat taking the pictures. The police seem in a good mood this morning. Troopers really don't like it when people are using flash. And to be fair, there is absolutely no need whatsoever to be using flash photography here. It's not good for the horses, and it really, really, really pees off the troopers. I think you probably saw the dirty look he gave for them. For goodness sake, it's daytime. If the camera isn't picking up well, you need a new camera. It's a fashion show here today. Okay, who's next? This is the trooper, everybody, yesterday that gave that massive shout, told everyone to get back during the change. Now, I'm very curious. Let's have a quick look about the forthcoming change. 25 minutes if. Ta-da! Love those bucket hats. I'm a fan of a bucket hat. I'm going to get a bucket hat for the summer. I haven't forgotten about the yard guys, but yeah, all kind of normal, smooth, whatever. Some people just don't want to get anywhere near. I'm not sure if it's out of respect or out of fear, but either is pretty effective in keeping people back. Oh, he seems happy. Okay, that's our infinity time over. I mean, I could stand here for infinity, boom, but I'm going to go back to Neptune for a little while, guys. Why? For two reasons. Well, one, we didn't have enough Neptune time thus far, and two, it's reasonably clear at this end. Good time to move. The only thing I dislike about being at this end is that my view over the yard is not quite as good. That said, depending on how things go, there might end up being two parts to today. I'm still thinking about it. Tomorrow, obviously being a holiday, again in London, I do intend on being out, but I can't promise it. So let's see. Explain to his wife that she can't touch the reins.
Look at the horse up behind there. So these are the first set of guards. And then also some regular things. He's got the sword, he's cerebral. Behind these guys, they're going to go to the side. Go to this side. Should we go through the menu?
You can probably hear how many languages are being spoken around me right now. It's jammed here.
Ja, menjél közelebb. Menj már közelebb.
Piramisban nagyon tudtatok velem kiabálni. Csináljatok között, Szerbi. Álljál oda. Szerbekben csináljatok.
Nem kell.
Igen, azt szeretnél.
Ha menjél.
Nem fogalmam.
De látom, menni is menet.
Ez is szép dolog. Let's go, please.
Liege. Is that Polish? I think I'm pretty sure that was Polish, no, folks. Liege. That's what we've got. That's why I wanted to get here early before we had all of this. I haven't heard a single person, I think, speaking French this morning yet. Everyone is speaking Italian or Spanish, which is curious because I wonder how is it that the tour groups almost sort of, they seem to divide it up between which nationality they have here at a time. I'm not quite sure how that works, but it clearly works. A non-stop but very, very orderly flow of people today, as you can see, look, on both sides. Brilliant. This is exactly how Ideal World Magic Wand things should be here. This is pretty much perfect. Bro. I know what he was thinking. I wonder why she was walking funny. I just know she's got some sort of little brace, so she had her foot on the her left foot. Bless, shouldn't be out and about on that. Doctor ordered rest, not horse guards. But like me, she can't keep away. Look at her face, like, is it a real horse? Like, I'm not sure, let me touch it and find out. Very healthy numbers now, moving unidirectionally through the gates. Let's have a little bit of a look around, folks. Yeah, let's do that. I feel like a browse. Horseguards is the Amazon of places to visit in London. What I mean by that, I mean it has something for everyone and more. As I mentioned yesterday, there are a lot of the primary lifeguards actually that I know that served here 10, 20, even more than that 30 years ago, have said that this was not even a popular spot for tourists to stop back then. It was, as it still is, purely ceremonial, but that no one really ever bothered. No one was that concerned about stopping off or for pictures. It was a very, very rare thing for people to actually stop, let alone for tour groups to come along.
Yeah, looks cool, doesn't it? So face on in, guys. There we go, guys. Yeah, they do. They're in the box over there in the front. Best to come back afterwards when the ceremony's finished. You can open at 1 o'clock at the next best time to the ceremony. There we go, guys. Yep, who's next in my group? Yep. Sorry. And you guys next, yeah? So we'll get everyone, because then we want to make our way down to Buckingham Palace. So get in front of Tim. Lovely. And, yep, you guys next. Oh, you're done. Oh. Okay, well, listen, guys, all the best. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, guys. Yeah. So, guys, the rest of the group, we're going to make our way.
Okay.
We're going to make our way down.
Just seen the two French girls in the group made some excuse about we need to go, whatever, which I think was their polite way of saying, look, we've had enough of your tour. We're off. Never mind. Paid for the tour and don't even want to stay until the end. Ouch. Uh-oh. It's very interesting, actually, that they haven't really mixed it up with the troopers. The trooper that we're looking at now, the gatesman, and the chitsman behind me, were on yesterday and on Friday when they arrived. Now, yes, they're changing them over during the end of shift. But what I mean is they're not actually changing. They're rotating the same two people into the same spots, which is curious because often we will see a different chitsman or a different gatesman, or sometimes we will see the gatesman or the chitsman as a boxman. But bearing in mind that this This long weekend for the Blues, they arrive Friday morning, they'll probably be leaving tomorrow morning, I would think. Very strange and quite unusual that they haven't been swapping out the troopers between the shifts. In other words, they've worked flipping hard this weekend already, and they've got one more day left. Oh, Bro just dropped his bag on the floor down there. Someone's picking it up. Loving wife. And ran to the horse.
So can I have some please?
So careful, he's going to hit the horse in the nose with a camera. Oh, is that a glimmer of sunshine? I think it is. Just a glimmer, guys. Let's not get excited yet. Would it be lovely if part 2 were bathed in spectacular light? Always lovely to see tourists helping one another out. Speaking of people being out, it is our lovely gatesman. Uh-oh. That could have gone very differently. Smiles. He's telling him a joke. And the joke that the troopers, I think, share between themselves is, what do you call a group of tourists that don't move when I do my rounds? And the boxman said, I don't know, what do you call a group of tourists that don't move when I do my rounds? And Gatesman said, a legitimate target. Fair enough. Yep. You should consider getting a job as a photographer. You're actually pretty good at it. Oh my God, there's me looking suspicious in the background. Thanks for that. Oh, great. The photographer's got a brilliant picture of the trooper up close. Except there's one. Uh-oh. No idea where the parents are. Hold on, mate. What? Top man, that trooper. Had to be done. Come on, it had to be done. Where are the parents?
Where's the parent? Yeah.
I told you the trooper was merciless, and you know what? He's flipping right to me. Where are the parents? Where's the mum? Where's the dad? Oh dear. There's a huge crowd that's now kind of assembled to see what just happened and why it happened. 1 second, in and out. He was very cheeky. That kid got really scared, but... Oh wow, actually wait, it's the kids that were with the woman at the front. Hold on a second. A second. I don't know if they speak English. Oh yeah, wait, she's explaining it. Let me tell them. Hey guys, do you speak English? What happened is the kids were just curious when the soldier went this way.
No, they followed. He was there.
Yeah, he went behind here, and then the children walked in.
Yeah, they went there to take a picture, and they screamed. I don't know.
Yeah, because this line, you see this little line on the floor.
It's for
It's private. This is where the soldier's supposed to stand.
Okay.
But he scared you. Yeah, you were a bit scared. But he's just doing his job. He didn't mean it. He wasn't like being mean to you.
l'ho capito perché è più alto.
Thank you.
Ah, Italiano? You're Italian? Ah, wow. Okay. Have a good day, guys. Grazie. Wow. Okay. The kids were pretty chill. Obviously the trooper was doing his job. He wouldn't want to actively upset kids. Of course he wouldn't. He was in the right, they were in the wrong. The parents understood that. They tried to understand why. I explained it. All good. Everyone's happy, including the kids, as you saw. That was only the second time we've really heard a trooper boom like that when it's kids. But they were super lovely. And it's funny because if you look back a couple minutes in the video, the Italian lady that I was just talking to, very attractive lady, blonde, petite, she was at the front with her kids about 3-4 minutes ago in the video. So yeah, it was that group, and the kids were beautifully behaved with the horse. So just bad luck. Did you hear it? Did you see it? Oh well. They genuinely, the Italian family, they couldn't genuinely understand what they did wrong. To be fair, the kids are too small, but the parents should have been with them. Thing is, guys, now I'm back at the front. I'm already missing being in the yard. Finally, look, after I don't know how many days it's been, finally got the police horses back. Look at these two. Oh, that's Yeoman, isn't it, on the left? Should we try and find out who it is on the right? Wait, if they slow down, let me ask the officer the name of her horse. Officer, what's the name of your horse? Alvin. Great, thank you. Wow, Alvin. Is that Alvin Stardust, guys? Looks like he's been sprinkled with stardust, this horse, isn't he? So Alvin on the left, Yeoman on the right. How's about that? Oh. Alvin. He's a very unusual and beautiful horse, that one, I must say. That's another one for the list, everyone. We've seen that horse before, but never thus far got a name. Meanwhile, the other horse this end is feeling somewhat neglected, and rightly so. Here we are, we're back. Oh, no, wait, the horse is like, welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, wait, the horse just winked at us, guys. Do you see that?
No.
I'm trying to figure out what the girl's doing. She's on a video call or whatever. Like, why is she playing kisses at her phone? Anyway, we're back with Neptune, folks, and we'll stay here for a little while. I keep looking at the clock to see how much time we've got left, but the clock hasn't moved. It still says 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. I'm guessing it's got stuck at 2 a.m. And we're nowhere near that time yet. Not even close. Happy Neptune. When you're this big, I guess you don't need to care. Plus that trooper's got the best poker face, I think, in the entire regiment of blues. Haven't yet, thus far, seen him lose his composure once. He's never shouted, I can tell you that. Oh, fashion show. Chanel, Raffles, horseguards. So there's actually, guys, a better spot is slightly over here, a teeny bit.
Nice smile, please. Nice smile.
Damn, he's busy. You're behind saying he touched the reins and ran off. I don't think they meant now. Nobody touched the reins this morning, not that I've seen. Flipping, here we go again.
Cheiro, vai, vai, vai.
Oh, that's Mum's turn. Any guesses, folks, for nationality? I thought Brazilian, but now I'm not sure.
Dois, agora.
Okay, finding someone else gets a chance. Even the horse had enough. It's just like, oh god, how many pictures do you need? I think part 2, folks, will be in the yard for part 2 for the changeover. Now, let me just have a look and see when that's happening. In 5 minutes. Let's head in and choose a spot. Let's do that now, actually, otherwise we won't get a good spot. And then I'll start a new part in a minute when we're on the line. I was kind of secretly hoping that the people that I commented about summer order starting today were right. Not so much because the uniform would make any kind of big difference. It wouldn't, although it's lovely to see the cuirasses. It was more about, for me, the fact that it's been so long since we heard that clank. What I mean by that, the clank, when they dismount. When the troopers dismount in the yard. I'm just trying to think of where's a good spot. I'm probably too late, folks. It is absolutely chocker. It is chocker. Also seeing lots of new faces, actually. This officer's new, haven't seen him before. Look, everyone being pushed back. Second white line. Okay, I'm going to wait until everyone gets back and then kind of be a teeny bit in front. Here we go, that's it. Everyone behaving themselves on the line. Wait, who's that scoundrel in the middle? Trying to look inconspicuous. He can stand wherever he wants. He's got VIP privileges, but sometimes he likes to slum it. Wait, I'm not sure what this is about. It's actually, compared to when we first got here earlier, I'm surprised. I'm genuinely surprised how busy it is. Look, officers are not letting anybody else stand on that corner as well. That corner over there is always pretty tight. I'm just hoping no one else comes through and stands in front of us. I think we're going to be good. Now, have we got the gatesman changing over? That's going to be the key thing, everybody. If we do have him changing, then I am obviously going to keep an eye on that side. Listen for a stomp. Being pretty firm with everyone today. Oh, I just realised we're not going to have a bing bong, are we? Because the clock's broken. 90 seconds, folks, until the change. And I know you're going to hate me for this, I will be restarting part 2 in just a moment. Why? Because if the video runs a little bit too long, if you look at, for example, yesterday's video, over 1 hour and 10 minutes, compare that video to the previous 3 videos and tell me the difference. That's why I tried to stay, wherever possible, under 70 minutes. YouTube really does not like it at all when you pop 70 minutes. The only reason I made an exception yesterday is because we saw the horse having that bit of a meltdown, and the beautiful job by the lady trooper in dealing with that meltdown. So the second I see some movement, stable side, I will end this part 1 and start a new part 2. That will be the horses coming out for the changeover, and hopefully, fingers crossed, our gatesmen emerging from this massive amount of people. Gates are open, and I'll be back in part 2. Bye for now.